Howdy folks, welcome to the channel. We're sitting out here at the lake, and I'm just gonna have a cigar. This cigar in particular is the Edicion Aniversario Don Carlos, which is basically, this cigar was released by Arturo Fuente because of the 30th anniversary for the very well loved Don Carlos cigar. So I wanted to try one. We're also going to talk about expensive cigars, and are they worth the money? If they are, why? If they're not, why? So we're just going to take a look at this cigar and just get smoking. By the way, I'm going to use a soft flame, just a big lighter to light this. My butane one is out of fuel. I know a lot of you are going to just jump on the keyboard and yell at me when you see me do this. Well, I know why you're not supposed to, but I've never had a problem. I know like the dirty fuel or whatever can make a cigar taste bad. I've never had that problem before. So I'm just going to light it. By the way, this method of lighting this, I learned from Kel over at Smoke Rings Pipe Dreams. If you don't watch his channel, you should. He calls it the Kel method, but I don't know. That's what he calls it. I'm just gonna light it the way he does, the way I learned on his channel. So. And the bugs are everywhere. Basically what you're doing this way is you're lighting the edge of the cigar first. Well, only the edge of the cigar. And then you're letting it burn down and then burn the rest of the tobacco in the cigar. Once you get the rim and you're just going to finish it. Do a very good job, but the wind does not help. So okay, if that starts burning uneven, I'll just fix it. Anyway, okay, so this has got a very good draw, excellent. Right off the bat, I can tell you that. And the construction is really good. The veins that are there are very mild, nothing crazy. It's just, it feels a very dense cigar. But even though it feels dense, it still has a very good draw. And right off the bat, it's got a very mild, smooth, woodsy and creamy taste right off the bat. pretty good. That's a pretty good cigar. Yeah, that's pretty good. So anyway, another thing we're going to talk about in this video is, are expensive cigars worth it? Are they worth, you know, this was $30. Are they worth $30? Well, you know, I've had a lot of these really high-end, you know, top shelf cigars. I haven't had this one, of course, but I've had others like it. I've had the God of Fire, which is also made by Fuente, and I've had Atabey, and I've had several Diamond Crowns that were expensive, like the Julius Caesar. I have not had the Maximus or the Black Diamond. I think the one's the Maximus. Haven't had those, but I've had several Diamond Crowns. And to be honest, my feelings towards really expensive cigars like this is they're great. But to me, they're not really worth spending $30 on. Like, yeah, this is a phenomenal cigar. It tastes good. It's very smooth. It's got wonderful construction and everything. But I get just as much pleasure out of smoking a $5-6 cigar that I would this. I just do. Especially, and here comes some controversy. I don't think they're worth the money. And so, okay, yeah, this is awesome. But I think most cigars for $30, I think they're overpriced. I really do. I really don't think you should be spending more than $10 max per cigar. Other than that, I don't really think it makes sense to spend any more. The only cigar that I will religiously pay more than $10 for, is Liga Privada. That's the only one, and even that sometimes it takes some arm twisting to get me to buy one. So I say if you're gonna spend $30 on a cigar, fine. It'll be a good cigar, but should you? That's up to you. Personally, I wouldn't. You know, I did this just so I could try it, to bring it to you guys. But you know, I think if you like these, if you just have the money to blow on them, then go right ahead. I don't, so I'm gonna stick with my $5 to $8 sticks. And my opinion is just, you know, I think it's kind of crazy to spend $30 on a cigar. $30 for an hour and a half of pleasure. I don't think that's worth it. Yeah, we're having some real burn problems here, I'll tell you that. The wind does not help when you're trying to do this. Getting a massive canoe. Anyway, back to this cigar. Pretty good. You know, I mentioned I had the God of Fire, which is also from Fuente. It's another one of their very expensive top shelf cigars. I like this a lot better. The God of Fire was excellent. For a while, that was the best. Well, no, that wasn't the best, but it was the best Fuente cigar I'd ever had. For a while. But this one blows it out of the park. The God of Fire is much darker. It's more of a Maduro. This is more of a Dominican, very light cigar in my opinion. And I kind of like this better. All right, we're about halfway. Looks like more than half, but that's just because the band is in the way. Man, this is one hell of a cigar. This is one of the best cigars I've had in a very long time. One of the best I've ever had, period. Not just saying that either. It's got just an effortless draw. I mean, it's like there's no resistance, and I love a loose draw. I love a loose draw. I mean, I'm smoking it way too fast. I'll tell you that right now. But I just can't. I really can't help myself. I mean, I can't help myself. And the ash stayed on for a very long time. The ash just recently fell off. Ash stayed on a very long time, and it fell off in one solid chunk. I mean, and I wasn't even doing anything special to keep the ash going. I was kind of just doing my thing, flinging the cigar around, and the ash didn't fall off. The only thing wrong is the burn, but that's my fault. No fault of the cigar. Even though it's got a really wacky burn, it still has great flavor. Just, everything's good. This is a hell of a cigar. I'll definitely be buying one of these again. It's very mild, which I like heavy cigars too, but like on a day like this, sitting out looking over the lake, just a nice mild, smooth smoke is really nice. Flavors went from like strong woods and some cream in there and maybe a little bit of pepper. Now we're getting more, everything's kind of evening out. The wood, cream, not so much pepper anymore, but you know, woods and cream and maybe a little bit of earthiness. They're kind of all spread out evenly throughout the cigar. It's getting great. It's smoking better now than it was at the start. And it's got the aftertaste. It tastes like just a nice cup of coffee. It tastes incredible. It's mind blowing. It really is. One of the best cigars I've had in a very, very long time. Yep. Well, guys, I urge you to go out and try this if you can find it. If you don't have the money, find it. Because you need to try this cigar, guys. Thanks for watching.